Yo, Marcus Creeper here. In this video, we're talking about the biggest mistake I made last year with investing. And this was with a swing trade. Let's find out more. Let's get into this. So before we jump into this video, don't forget to smash down that like button. It really helps this content, helps other people view this video. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's get into this. So it all starts with me in my bed, on my phone, with my blue light filter on. And my voice sounds a little strange. I have a little bit of asthma today. I hope it really doesn't bother this video too much. But yeah, apologize if it does. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was in bed, on my phone, blue light filter on. If you don't know, if you have your blue light filter on with your screen dimmed, it's ridiculously hard to see your screen. Multiple things going wrong all at once right here. I was swing trading Tesla. I was swing trading Tesla every few days while it was going down a lot. I was long Tesla, still am long Tesla. And my strategy here was if the swing trade didn't work out, I would just add to my long position. But while it was going down, I was like, okay, well, I want to capitalize off that and kind of gain on that because I was also following the chart every day. I kind of got confident of when people were buying, when people were selling, and seeing this pattern going on. I was making good money until this trade happened, this fateful night. So I was placing my limit order sell, and then next day I saw that it was fulfilled. I was like, okay, well, already it must have gapped up a lot or something. And I checked, it didn't gap up a lot, so I checked my order, and it was just sold first thing. I was like, what happened? And I noticed I put $100 less on my order. So I didn't really lose any money on this trade, so that was okay. But I was really frustrated because later that day, Tesla got to the price I wanted to sell it at. So it was just a stupid mistake, and I missed out on the gains I wanted to get for that day. So I was frustrated, and I was really upset at myself for making this dumb mistake. And a mistake is one thing, and it's good to learn from your mistakes. And this was a really good mistake to learn and to not do this again, and to double check things and maybe not place orders on your phone when the blue light filter is on and you can't even see your screen, for example. So I was really dumb. to do that again, and that's a good lesson learned there. But the problem is that I was frustrated and I used my emotions to get the best of me and wanted to find another opportunity that I could invest in and that I could make money off of that day. And so what I ended up doing is I bought Baidu that day because it was just going down a lot. But Baidu kept going down a lot more and more. And there was no place to just jump out at that was easy. And I didn't have a stop loss on this. Why didn't I have a stop loss on this? Well, I used the same plan I had for Tesla for Baidu, and that was not the smartest thing in the world. Because Baidu was a stock that was on my watch list. That's where I saw that. I wasn't long Baidu though, and I wasn't really that interested in being long Baidu, so I probably should have had a stop loss. And so if I were to do that, I probably should have had a stop loss on Baidu if I wanted to put a new strategy, with Baidu, because Baidu is not the same as me wanting to invest more in Tesla, for example. And it still isn't a stock I want to really hold super long term, but it's a stock that I'm fine holding on to, and I've been holding on to it for a while. So I bought it around $170 my initial purchase, and then when it went down a lot, I averaged in a little bit, and eventually went down all the way past $100 a share. So I quickly lost well over 30% of my investments, and I just was planning to hold that and wait it through. But the problem is that I have capital just sitting there doing nothing, and I could have been using it for something else. It was based off emotional buy, not part of my plan, and I didn't even switch my plan too much from my Tesla plan to Baidu plan. A few things I learned more recently was that when you're swing trading, or even especially day trading, which I don't do day trading, but it's good to be very familiar with the chart and with the stock and be kind of very intimate, like having seen it every day. You get a feel for when buyers step in, when buyers, step out, and the kind of hype that goes into earnings or the hype that goes into some specific events, when to buy and when to sell during that kind of time period. And so I was getting very familiar with that with Tesla, and I wasn't familiar with that with Baidu. It's good to stick with charts and stocks that you're familiar with. That's something that I really found out more with swing trading, and even more so if you were to day trade. I hear that like professionals literally only look at one or two stocks, for example, which is interesting. It just interests me. I don't think that it's really worth the time for most anyone to try to day trade, including myself. I wouldn't want to day trade or try day trading. I think I would just lose money, but it just interests me that professionals who make money focus on one or two stocks. And the reason why that's interesting is that I can extrapolate that to possibly swing trading once in a while. I should still be really fine-tuned and intimate with the stocks and with the charts and knowing the behavior of the buyers and sellers of a stock that I want to swing. So Baidu is finally starting to recover. It's hovering around 130s lately. I'm not down nearly as much as I was down before. It's still the biggest loss I have in the portfolio that it's in, even though that portfolio over the last year has been up over 90%. But, it'd be a lot better if I didn't have that mistake and that loss with Baidu. So lessons I learned, I shouldn't have got emotional. I should have just taken the lessons I learned from that mistake with that Tesla limit order sell that I did and just learned from that. And the second thing I realized is just the importance of being familiar with a stock and with a chart for stocks that you want to swing trade or even day trade. It's really important. Can't stress it enough how important it is to be really familiar with that stock. And the third thing that I learned was to make sure that I don't use the same plan for one stock for another stock. So it's in line with being familiar with stocks, but also have different game plans and have specific plans set for specific stocks. I hope this is insightful. I hope you learned something about investing or something at least to avoid when investing. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.